Spotemgottem is one of the hottest up-and-coming rappers from Florida. But despite his babyface appearance, the rapper grew up in a rough part of Jacksonville and recently made headlines after the police caught him sleeping with an AK-47. Let's take a closer look at the rise of Spotemgottem and his recent arrest. Spotemgottem is a rapper from Jacksonville, Florida, a city that has recently captured the attention of the hip-hop media thanks to the beef between Yungeen Ace and Julio Fulio. Spotemgottem is affiliated with Fulio's crew and has collaborated with him several times. He's also known to beef with Ace and other members of ATK. Spotemgottem started rapping at a young age after watching his uncles make music out of a homemade studio in the garage. Like many other street rappers in the younger generation, he was inspired by Chief Keef and other drill rappers. But music wasn't the only thing that Spotemgottem was focused on. He got sucked into the street life from an early age and was arrested for the first time at just 15 years old. He and another teenager were arrested near World Golf Village for grand theft auto and carrying a concealed weapon. They were questioned by police after being spotted walking down the road carrying guns. Authorities were also searching for a third suspect who drove off in a stolen vehicle. The third team was supposed to come pick up the rapper and his friend after their car broke down, but he saw them being questioned by police and took off. Spotemgottem's arrest record also shows that he was known for stealing bullets, which he would sell to people in his neighborhood, and a police raid once uncovered assorted pills and handguns in his home. He put out his first video, Street Gossip, in 2018, and then followed up with the track, Thug Harmony. His breakout hit, Beatbox, came out in 2019, which quickly blew up and currently has over 32 million views on YouTube. He cashed in on the viral success of his song and released Beatbox Part 2, featuring Pooh Shiesty, which currently has over 57 million views. Part of what made this song go viral was the Junebug Challenge. A social media influencer named Junebug posted a video to TikTok of himself dancing to the song, which quickly blew up. The dance was quickly imitated by thousands of people across different social media platforms, including huge celebrities like Kevin Hart and Meek Mill. The rapper continued to capitalize off the popularity of his track and released a Beatbox 3 featuring DaBaby, which has also racked up millions of views. So, with each song of the Beatbox series, Spotemgottem managed to pull in an even bigger feature, making him one of the fastest rappers to blow up in 2020. At first, he denied that Junebug's dance had anything to do with the song's popularity, but after a while, he had to give in and admit that it had given him a major push. He even did his own version of the Junebug dance with celebrity jeweler Johnny Dang in 2020. In an interview with DJ Vlad, Fulio said that he was in the studio when Spotemgottem recorded the track and said that he never expected the track to blow up that big.
He got so many songs like that too, like he hard, like nah, but I ain't expected to do that though.
But he already had 10 million views before the Pooh Shiesty remix and the Junebug challenge.
But it actually had like 10 million before the Pooh Shiesty remix though, you know? But yeah, I ain't expected to do that.
So it wasn't just the big features and viral dance moves that made it popular. But however he did it, Spotemgottem went from being an unknown local rapper to one of the hottest up-and-coming artists in the game, all in just a few months, and thanks to TikTok. Another reason the artist gained so much clout was from all the memes around his appearance. Fans were noting that the rapper looked so young, yet so wild at the same time, joking that he looked 264 months old. The rapper was only 19 at the time and definitely has a baby face, but his hairstyle and body full of tattoos also makes him look like someone you don't want to mess with. Being from Jacksonville, Spotemgottem quickly got wrapped up in the beef that by now everyone probably knows about: the war between Fulio's KTA gang and Yungeen Ace's ATK gang. Spotemgottem and Fulio are from the same area, so naturally he began rocking with KTA. That automatically makes him an op of ATK, and Yungeen Ace and his crew would jump at any chance they could get to diss the young rapper. When the rapper was first blowing up, Ace's brother, ATK Brazy, will release paperwork that allegedly proves that Spotemgottem snitched on his friend rapper YNR Mookie.
I thought y'all was brothers. Rat.
According to YBZ, back when the police raided Spotemgottem's home and discovered weed, pills, and firearms, he told police that they actually belonged to his friends. YNR Young Mookie is another popular rapper from Jacksonville who's cool with Spotemgottem. The rapper was arrested back in 2018 for a series of car burglaries and was released in 2019. In 2020, he was arrested again and charged with possession of a firearm or ammunition by a gang-related felon or delinquent and is currently being held in jail without bond. ATK YBZ claims that Spotemgottem told police that the weapons found in his home were Mookie's and that the paperwork he released proves it, so that's why he's locked up. But Both Spotemgottem and Mookie himself denied his claim. Spotemgottem went on IG Live to say that the allegations are all cap.
What the say that, man? Like, the shit with a eye. Like, what the like, damn, I posted this shit with a little cup.
YNR Mookie even released a statement from jail saying that Spotemgottem is his brother and that he never snitched on him. The paperwork does look pretty legit, although it's entirely possible that Brazy doctored it to make his op look bad. If Spotemgottem did snitch on Mookie, it seems unlikely that he would stand up for him. Plus, it also seems unlikely that police would believe that the weapons belonged to Mookie just because the rapper said so when they were clearly in his own house. But then again, you never know what people will do when facing potential time. Brazy is currently fighting his own legal situation after police found weapons of mass destruction in his vehicle in North Carolina. Check out our previous video on Brazy's police chase and manhunt for more info on that charge. But the snitching rumors aren't the only issue Spotemgottem has had to deal with. Back in July, the rapper was arrested after allegedly pointing a gun at a parking attendant. When the feds went to search his hotel room, they found the rapper in bed with an AK-47. On June 20th, 2021, a parking garage attendant reported an attempted assault to the Miami Beach police. The victim claims that 4 Dodge Challengers parked in the Collins Ave garage and broke a barrier. When the attendant confronted them over paying the $80 parking fee, a dispute broke out between him and the drivers. The attendant later identified Spotemgottem as being one of the passengers in the back seat who pointed a gun at him with a green laser and said, "You know what it is." The vehicles then fled the scene without paying the $80 parking fee. So, police were investigating the rapper for assault with a deadly weapon and criminal mischief. They eventually caught up with him at the AC Hotel on Biscayne Boulevard in Aventura, Florida. They entered his room around 9:20 p.m. and found the rapper lying in his bed. Beside him was an AK-47, which police claimed was within reach and readily accessible for immediate use. He was arrested without incident, which means that he didn't reach for the gun or resist arrest. The rapper was charged with aggravated assault with a firearm, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and accessory after the fact. 3 other men were also arrested on charges related to the parking garage incident. Spotemgottem went before the now famous Miami-Dade court judge who has handled other cases involving high-profile rappers like Pooh Shiesty and DaBaby. The rapper was released on an $18,000 bond, which shows that the court does not believe he's a serious threat to the community. However, he still has to face the weapons charge on top of the charges related to what happened in the parking lot. It seems pretty wild that the rapper would be sleeping with the AK while already on the run from an assault charge. But when you consider what's going on in Jacksonville, it makes sense why he might be paranoid. Both Fulio and Yungeen Ace have lost friends and associates left and right to their deadly beef. Even though Spotemgottem has his own wave, he's still associated with Fulio, which means he's just as likely to get caught up in the beef if he stays in Florida. When you add in the fact that there are snitching allegations about the rapper floating around, it only increases the likelihood that someone might try him. Hopefully, Spotemgottem hasn't run through all the money he made from beatbox so he can hire a good lawyer. The fact that his bond is so low is a good sign that he may be able to beat the case or at least plead it down to avoid jail time. No one was actually injured, and Florida does have more relaxed gun laws than places like New York or Chicago, but it does seem like Miami in particular has it out for rappers. Recently, we've seen everyone from Pooh Shiesty to Polo G get locked up when they come to Miami, and it's possible that the prosecutors may try to make an example out of Spotemgottem. But when you consider all the violent beefs going on in Florida, especially the war between KTA and ATK, it makes sense why the rapper is ready for smoke. His lawyers can probably argue that he was carrying the AK for self-defense, although threatening a parking attendant over an $80 fee isn't the best look. It doesn't seem like these charges will ruin his career, but he'll definitely lose some money fighting the case. If he can manage to create another viral hit, he should be fine. But if he isn't more careful about how he moves in the future, he'll likely end up like all the other rappers currently fighting for their freedom.